another awesome, amazing video. So I cannot believe I am saying this, but I am starting my college series back up again. I mean, it's only July, but this is really the time that you should be starting to look for that stuff for your dorm. If you're a freshman, well, about to be a freshman, and honestly, for all your years, normally July is around that time where just start pulling it out of the attic or the basement, you know, checking it out. This is the time. So I decided that this video would be most timely right now, but please believe me, I'm still enjoying my summer. So today in this video, I am doing things you do not need for college. Guys, trust me, I'm going to be a senior this year and you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need these things, and you can bring it if you want to, but you'll learn that you won't need it and you didn't need it, and you're now cluttered with a whole bunch of stuff in your dorm and you're stressed out. So I'm excited to do this video and I hope you are excited to listen, and let's get right into it. Make sure to like this video if you like it at the end, and subscribe to my channel if you want to be a part of the gang over here. Make sure to turn on those post notifications so you don't ever miss a video, and let's get into it. First thing that you do not need in your dorm is decor without a purpose. I am the hugest I'm the hugest, what's the word? I'm the hugest culprit when it comes to this. I love decor. I love it. And I may not be the best, you know, decor person, but I do like picking it out, and I do like having it and putting it all up and shopping for it. But you really do not need decor with no purpose. You can have, you know, a little knick-knack here, I guess, or something on you know, the dresser or something that's not needed, but keep those things to a minimum because they are going to take up space. Even if it is this small little shape of a pineapple, it's going to take up space, and you're going to realize that you need that space. You're literally fitting your whole entire life within the confines of maybe 15 feet, 10 feet. It's not that much, so you have to make do with what it can do. Number 2 is an iron. Now, this is a little controversial between people. If you are a loyal ironing person, then that's what then maybe you do need to iron. But if you only ironed your nice shirts, it's not necessary. Instead, look for a steamer. A steamer is way more convenient, does not take up as much space, and you can use it for other things too. So it does not just have to be your sheets. It can be literally so many different things. So I highly suggest a steamer and not an iron. Just makes life a little bit easier. Next is lots of Tupperware. This was probably the most annoying thing for me. The only reason why you would need Tupperware is if you are living in an apartment style dorm. I lived in an apartment style dorm for 2 out of my 3 years of college, and even then I had too much Tupperware. And this was me cooking full-on meals in a full kitchen with an oven and a stove and a microwave and a sink and a refrigerator, full-on kitchen, and I still had too much Tupperware. You don't need that much. Get you maybe 2 of the like bigger sizes and then 2 of the smaller ones, and that's it. You really don't need that much. Honestly, your leftovers are gonna taste trash, and the dining hall is gonna taste trash. You're not gonna want to take it back to your dorm. So just trust me, you don't need it. You just don't need it. So next is hanging closet organizers. This obviously varies for person to person, but for me personally, I had no use for this. Like I said, I did live in an apartment style dorm for my first 2 years, and then my 3rd year I lived in a like traditional style dorm. I lived in a single, so I had my own like wardrobe, versus my first 2 years I had a full on, you know, closet. It was very large, very nice, loved it. But in both of those closets, I literally had no need for the hanging closet organizers, especially for those traditional style dorms. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. It takes up way more space than you really want it to, and it's just not going to benefit you. Just take my word for it. If you want to organize your closet better, you can definitely use the little cloth pull-out drawers if you wanted to, you know, keep things concealed and tucked away. But other than that, you just won't need it. For your shoes, I highly recommend like a shoe organizer underneath your bed or something like that. But you already don't have that much space in your closet anyway. You don't want it taken up by a hanging closet organizer. I don't even know what number we're on. But next is 18,000 book bags and purses, etc. Oh my gosh, you don't need this. Every single bag that you can see behind me probably was taken to college at some point in time. And on the other side of that door is literally double the amount of purses and book bags that you see there. And there's book bags in this door too. It's out of hand. And my freshman year, I took literally all of them. And I took them back within the first week. It was so cluttered. It looked so messy. There was no need. Now, for your smaller, like little handbags and stuff like that, if you plan on going out with friends a lot more, if you're maybe doing rush for sororities or whatever, then maybe that would be beneficial for you. But at the same time, you know, you're not going to be wanting to carry bags anyway. So 9 out of 10, you just need maybe 2 staple purses, your book bag that you're going to be carrying literally your life in, and that is it. Next is your hobbies. Now, I know this is a little controversial too, but you don't need that art kit. You don't need that sewing kit. You don't need your sewing machine. I'm sorry, but you won't. Unless you're a fashion major and you know dang well that you're going to use it, then bring it. But if you don't know, just wait. You don't need it. The most that I would say in terms of your hobbies is bring the absolute essentials. I mean, and this has to be a hobby that you do almost every single day for you to really want to bring it. Like, honestly, my tripod just drives me insane, and this is like actually something that I sort of do or at least I try to do consistently. But even something that is quite essential to my job still gets on my nerves because it takes up so much space. So just keep in mind, you know, what you're bringing. You do want to have some stuff for your leisure time, which you'll have very little of because there's so much work that you have to finish. But when you do have that time and you're not spending it out with friends, you can bring some of this stuff, but just not all of it. Next is all your makeup. I do have a lot of makeup. I do have quite the collection, but this is not the time. 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 Now, for your traditional, you know, parties, your themed parties, you're gonna want to have, you know, if you're big on makeup, you know, a palette that has a wide range of colors, maybe a palette with, you know, your neutrals, but that's it. You don't need more than that. 1 eyeliner, 1 bronzer, you better pick the best one, you know, 2 blushes for your change of weather. And that, like, you really don't need a whole bunch. You know, bring your makeup brushes and all that great stuff, but you really don't need much. Next is all your jewelry. I have a pretty decent collection of jewelry, and I don't really wear it, but I have a pretty large collection of jewelry, and once again, like, all your more gaudier jewelry, college parties aren't really like that, where you would wear that gaudier jewelry, unless your sorority has, I can't think of what the exact name of it is called, but it's almost like a banquet, but it's not, but you get what I'm saying. or you know, you're running for the royal court and stuff, that would be the only time that you would need gaudy jewelry. But everything else like should be like necklaces like this, super small and dainty, if that's your style, of course. If your style is that gaudy or you know, big and bold jewelry, then that's one thing. But for the most part, just bring your essentials, you know, your couple rings, couple bracelets, a good amount of necklaces. Let's just switch it up some, but you really don't need that much, trust me. And then lastly is your high school memorabilia. Why are you bringing your high school graduation cap to your dorm? Why? No, that belongs in a bin, hun. No, please don't take me for granted. Don't, you know, look at me like I'm crazy. My high school graduation was great. I enjoyed it. I loved it, every single part of it. But my cap and gown is in a bin. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope this helped you guys out a lot. Let me know if you are a freshman or upcoming freshman and where you're going. Comment down below, because I definitely want to know. If you are not a freshman and you're going to the same school, comment down below what you're excited about for this upcoming semester, because I have some things that I'm excited for, and I think I should do a video on that. I think I'm going to do a video on that. But make sure to like this video. If you like this, subscribe. It's that little red button down below. You can't miss it. And there's a bell, I think it's like gray or something. Click that bell so that you never miss a video from me. I have been posting pretty consistently for like the past 3 videos, but I mean, make sure that you click that bell so that you always get notified when I post a new video. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one.